Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. Thursday, October 24th, 2013. Chase McCain's not hidden 1 second. And we're back. Chase McCain's still not really hidden, but he is in a different spot. That said, where we left off, I have internet issues. I didn't get to tell you that in the videos last night, which was Lightcore. We cranked out Lightcore Flashwing, which was awesome. Lightcore Warnado, very well done. And then, of course, kind of the end of an era here. Lightcore Hex for Skylanders Giants. What we're going to do now, obviously, we're going to continue on in the unboxings. The reason those videos aren't up, I uploaded them last night. I thought it took them an insanely long time. I got really tired. I didn't feel like, making the blog post to go with them. I kind of hit up Twitter, had some other stuff go on, went to bed with the plan of doing it today. Getting all the pictures up like I'd promised, and the internet is not cooperating. Looks like I'm going to have the cable company yet once more come and attempt to provide the service that I pay monthly fees for. So, that said, the good news is I can do this because there's no internet connection required. However, I'm not going to unbox a Skylander character. I'm actually going to unbox a Skylander accessory. Alright, so of course, at E3, one of the cool things, and it was really a place I got a ton of information. Again, I'm kind of detail-oriented, pay real close attention to things. The PowerA booth at E3, they had a ton of cool stuff. That's actually where I first saw the Swap Force packaging. It had the Series 3. They were blank. They didn't have the figures in them, but they were basically complete. That's where I saw the little pinwheel thing on the swappers that I was hoping would carry over. We got names of characters. Got to take a look at the Fun Play Hideaway, Flynn's ship, all that cool stuff. The wall hanging island displays. And then I even went through the whole case of Nintendo stuff. They had some really cool Pokemon X and Y stuff. Should be hitting the shelves too. My local Toys R Us has yet to get Flynn's ship and the Fun Play Hideaway. They should be available. I know you can pre-order them online still from Toys R Us. Have not monitored exactly what Amazon and other retailers have been doing. Target, I know they haven't had them in store. Walmart, at this point in time, with flu season starts when people get vaccinated, so I try to avoid that. But long story short, what I didn't avoid is this. The Skylander Swap Force Stackable Tackle Box. Out of everything at E3, as cool as Flynn's ship is, as cool as the island displays are, as cool as the Fun Play Hideaway is with shooting cannon, portal storage, got quite a few comments on that, but the hardcore people, couple of, people that have been around since SSA when I started doing the Skylander stuff, what they were all interested in, more than any of the flashy stuff, the display stuff, was this, the tackle box. There's good reason for that. As you can judge by the pool table, I'm running out of room here, and this is a slim segment of the collection. I've got all the swappers on my TV top. Yes, I have a big TV from back in the day. It works just fine. Can't really justify getting rid of it. Got containers. I keep most of the Giants in a shoebox. I found that worked well. The containers I use wouldn't accommodate the taller figures like Ningini and Swarm. So I'm kind of stacking them. You kind of have to. It's just like big cities. You run out of real estate, so you build up instead of out. That's where this comes into play. And again, guys like Philip, from Twitter, that's been there since the beginning, has all the same figures I do in the same predicament. You want to display some, you want to play some, you want them to be organized, you want them to be at hand. Say you get to a point in the game and you decide that you want to beat Ghost Roaster, you want to be able to easily find him. You want to keep him safe, don't want him beat up, don't want him to melt in an attic. This is where this comes into play. Again, what this is, it's a smart storage solution. You can use shoe boxes, like I've done for some of the Giants, but this looks a lot better. It's actually going to be a better overall fit. We'll go ahead here, we'll take a look at the label again. Very nice there. Typical Swap Force stuff. We got Ninja Stealth Elf, Magna Charge, Washbuckler, Bumble Blast, and Big Bang Trigger Happy. Again, Stackable Tackle That's how it seems like it should be. Stackable Tackle Box, but it's Stackable Tackle Box. Stack and latch, again, you can see latch 1 and latch 2 on both sides. This is pretty good size little deal here. Try to break it down. I really can't even get it in the frame for you. There you go. That's a really long reach for me. But, right here you can see this inset. Say that you've got your SSA figures. You don't really play them much aside from like Dino Ring, Voodooed, Ghost Roaster. You know the guys still cast away. Go ahead, put them in storage, stick them in here, and then start stacking them. Do the same thing with the giant characters. Maybe you don't really feel like you have a need for the Giant's Light Core, or your second, giant or second sprocket that's down another path that you don't prefer as well. Go ahead, put them in here, stack them. Coming around, you can see here, you got, that's actually our Series 3 characters, Mega Ram, Spyro, Super Gulp, Pop Fizz. They've made some changes since E3, obviously we didn't see the actual label here. You get an idea of the characters, and look how they're taunting us in there. We've got Series 1 Gil, clearly Voodooed, clearly Dino Ring, Lightning Rod, another Dino Ring there, Camo, Zook, Boomer, Hex. You can have fun looking at all that. I guess I should actually focus on this. Coming around to the backside though, again, the big deal here, this doesn't have a huge footprint. It looks really slick. It's got the characters featured. It's, color schemed as well. You can get this for giants, kind of orange base. This one's green, of course. The cool thing here, it's actually adjustable dividers. You need that at this point in the stage of the game because there's different size characters. You've got sidekicks. You've got, standard Skylanders. You've got your Swap Force, little notch up above there, and then even taller than Swap Force, you've got the giants. So that's a big deal. Nice to have the solutions there. To take a look, we'll take a look at the top of the label here. Holds up to 20 figures. Obviously, figures sold separately. Sometimes, like with that tower case, retailers will actually incorporate a character. That at the time, that was actually Wham Show, which was a really big deal. Being from PowerA, I have no fears about the quality. Again, my 3DS case still looks perfect. Everything they dealt to is at E3's immaculate condition. Got the label off real easy. That is what you're going to be looking at from the top side. Why do I like it? The elemental overlay. It's actually kind of got like an etched glass feel. I realize it's plastic, but it's almost like these are, something you can feel. The graphic, in other words. We'll go ahead, we'll take a look at the characters. We've got Lava Barf-a-Ruptor. This would essentially be like the front side. If you had it stacked, I think it's going to hinge right there, so this would be the front. Lava Barf-a-Ruptor, Magna Charge, Rattle Shake, and Bumble Blast. Coming around to this side, featured characters would be Roller Brawl and Firebone Hot Dog in Series 2 form. And then the other end, we've got Slobber Tooth, and of course, Series 3 Mega Ram Spyro. Now the money shot. What you're going to want to do, you've got two latches here. You just simply slide off with your thumb. Come into this side, same thing. Pretty much effortless. Then right here, for added measures, if those are somehow left off, and a kid or you, in some cases, adults have problems as well with things like this. Pick it up, by the lid, we'll say. There's actually a safety clasp right there. Note how I've got my fingers positioned like I was grabbing it. No support at all, and that clasp alone will keep it secure. So what you want to do then is just lift that up. Open this up, and there you go. This is what you're looking at inside. They've got it set up right now with 9 compartments. You've got basically the bottom row mimics the top row, and then slightly larger areas here. Went ahead, grabbed a couple characters we can try out. This, of course, T-Rex. We will see. Okay, so he fits nicely there. It looks like he will clear the lid. Let me check. Yeah, perfect fit there with him. Again, there's the clasp. There's the side clasp. Granted, he does fill up that entire compartment, but you get the idea. We'll open this back up. He did drop down there as well, so I didn't have him positioned as low as he could. But you get the idea. Say that kids are going to grandma's for the 2 weeks in the summer. Maybe you're, having a sleepover somewhere. Maybe you're in town to see a, friend, roommate from college or something. You're both into Skylanders. You can use stuff like this. Keep your Skylanders safe. Your alternative is a shoebox or a plastic bag. You risk nicking up the finish on the Skylanders. You don't want to do that. You see how nicely T-Rex fits in that slot. We'll put him over here in the middle. Again, perfect fit there. Got Rattleshake, Undead Element Swapper. Go ahead, stick him in here. Again, fits very nicely. Let's see if you can stand him up. You know what? You actually could. This is Rattleshake, who's got a little extra height because of that snake. Let's go ahead and test this out. I think it's going to clear. Yeah, once again, front clasp, side clasp. There you go, and you can see his little feather in there. That's that white spot. You can make out the snake. That's T-Rex you hear sliding around. But so far, so good. I think the giants are too tall to stand up in this one. Let me check. That might. Some of the giants might. Yeah, you could actually smash that down and make it fit. Latch it if you want to, but I don't know why you do that when you can actually put them in there, as they're intended to be. Same thing here. It'll actually fit in that slot. Clearly a little too big there. Let's check Rattleshake in these for you. He will, of course, fit in any of these, height-wise, and now size-wise. Perfect fit right there. This kind of gives you a rough idea of what's going to fit where. One of the bigger Series 2 characters is Slam Bam from Skylanders Giants. One of the best reposes, too. Let's check him out right there. As you can see, he fits nicely. He does take up a lot of space. He's got a pretty big footprint. Got Series 1, Spyro, the guy that started it all. We'll go ahead and stick him in there. And then say I wanted to take Light Core Hex with him. There she goes. Knockout Terrapin. Might want him to go along on a trip. Again, these are adjustable, but you get the idea. I fit Series 1 Spyro, Series 2 Hex, and then Series 3, I guess, Light Core Hex, Series 2, and then Series 3 Terrapin. So 3 of them I can cram into that small compartment. You get the idea. I think, in theory, you could fit a lot more than 20 characters in here. If I can get 3 in each of those slots, obviously we've got corner, pocket, corner, pocket, corner, and corner. That's going to be 12, and then everything else is bigger. So in theory, 3, 6, 9, 12, 24 just on the sides. So it will fit them comfortably. Again, with the small ones, you can actually pack them tight. That's going to keep them from sliding around and keep them safe. That's something we don't need to see. Price on this, $24.99 at Toys R Us. More on that in a second. The adjustability here. Okay, so say that you need to just load that down. It's actually fixed positions. You can kind of see as I pull that out, you've got the little sliders right there for this tab. So I simply put that in place, slide it in. The side, these pieces are actually fixed right here. So if you need a lot of space here, actually, I think the portal, let me see. Yeah, you could make that fit. I'm not going to do it. The 3DS portals would definitely fit in there. The Swap Force one may. I don't think it's quite as wide as this giant one from SSA, but you get the idea. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. Let's check out a packaged character. You could actually turn those over, shut the lid. You'd be doing just fine. Again, you could fit way more than 20 in this thing in terms of regular size Skylanders. Once again, just to give you an idea on the space, we'll take a Rattleshake. You can put another one right there, and then you can stack them height-wise. If you turn them like that, you can probably fit 3 to 4 depending on what they're holding or the footprint they have. Well, what I want to get back to, currently at Toys R Us, these have kind of been hard to find where I'm at. It's $24.99 is retail. And the reason I tell you that is because if you buy the tackle box right now, just let me set that down, and this promotion should be good through Saturday, you actually wind up getting for free a $14.99 value, the Show and Go case. This one not near as fancy, can't obviously hold near as many characters, it is soft-sided. Some people may prefer it. It's actually a pretty slick look. You can see the Swap Force logo. Obviously the idea here is you're storing them, you're transporting your Skylanders, and you can see them. It kind of works for display purposes. Flipping it around to the back side, the same thing. There's a handle up top. We'll go ahead and start at the top. Featured character, Ninja Stealth Elf, and Zulu from the Life element. Coming, let's go ahead and do the other side of the top. Undead, kind of juxtaposed there with Life. We've got Chop Chop and Roller Brawl. On the bottom, we've just got black. On the side, Undead element, we've got Rattleshake, as you saw earlier. Air element, we've got Free Ranger. Coming around to this side, we've got the Magical Hoot Loop. And of course, Water element's very own Washbuckler. Now, the question you probably wonder is, how does this work? Note the zippers. You're going to see 4 of them right here. 2 right this direction, going to go that way, 2 going to go that direction. We're going to go ahead and start up top here by the handle and get these out of the way. I'll do the top side first. Note how that swung open for us. You've got the green backing. We can actually come in, knock out Terrapin. We'll go ahead and place him. We'll use Smolder Dash. And to balance it out, we will use Roller Brawl. We'll just stick those 3 in there. Up top, we'll go Light Core Hex, Spyro, and Slam Bam. Note this piece here, it's actually it's pretty stiff. It's kind of like that hardy board type thing. It's not literally hardy board, but I mean in terms of what we deal with here. But it is Velcro. That means you can pull that and actually fit a bigger character, the portal, whatever you need to do. Now, obviously, we're just going to shut this. Take the zipper from the bottom and go ahead, turn it around. It is now secure. And when we flip it over, you get the idea. Granted, I should have got that white paper out for you. But the more characters you pile in there, the more real estate they take up, the better they'll actually stay in place. They will slide around a little bit, but again, if you cram them in there, or if you're worried about the finish, you can use something as simple as a sock, a towel, something along those lines. It takes care of that. Coming around to the back side, you can do the same thing. Let's go ahead, finish unzipping this one. That's going the wrong way there. Alright, let's take Rattleshake. As you can see, this is an instance where you'd want to remove that, or you can simply turn the character. That's what I'll do. We'll put T-Rex up top, even though he's a little, the smart thing to do though really is this, switch the characters. And again, we will take this, fold it in half, come back to the bottom, find our zipper, rotate all the way around, past the Hoot Loop, past Washbuckler. On this side, we've got our Swap Force Rattleshake, we've got our giant T-Rex. On the back side, we've still got these characters, split, divided, packed, just as we did it. Obviously, that's something that's going to be, if you want to show stuff off as you're going. That's a soft-sided case, it'll travel easy. They say it'll hold up to 12 figures. Again, I could fit way more than that in just in one side, so it's kind of personal preference how well you pack it. That said, like I mentioned, there's been a lot of interest in Flynn's ship and the Fun Play Hideaway, but in all honesty, the people on the blog, the people on Twitter, everybody really hardcore, I know it's been around since the SSA or Giants days. They are just like me. I'm nothing special here with this many Skylanders. There's a ton of people that have this and more. And reason is we're all into the game. We pick up all the figures. You want to get the light cores. You want to get the special ones. You want to grab all the chase variants you can. Many of us, and this is where a lot of the problem lies, is we like to pick up a second figure, either the Scarlet and Genie's gnarly T-Rexes of the world, or a second Swarm, a second Thumpback. Reason for that, of course, we want to see what the other path is like. That is where, and I stress this in the blog and all the videos I made from E3, that's where PowerA comes in. If you've got the Skylander, most of you probably don't have a pool table that you can dedicate Skylander space to. I really would like to clear this off and play some pool, but until I get kind of caught up on the unboxing, that'd be a little tedious. Probably going to go back, pick up some more of these. Mainly for the backlog collection. I generally keep the current stash or whatever I'm currently working on, handy if I'm going through upgrading all the tech characters, for example. They're all sitting there usually on the entertainment center at the top of the TV, somewhere I have easy access to. And then say that I just finished upgrading Life and Magic, I can go ahead and put them away in here while I take care of tech. My nephew comes over, we kind of pick out what we want to do. Again, on those sticker sheets, let me grab Boom Jet here. Say that you use this for your Swap Force characters. You can actually come in, you or your kids can put the stickers around, you can do it inside the lid, you can place it inside the actual storage container itself. The bottom line is, if you have, and then like I said, this is a fraction of what is here, a very small fraction of what is here, maybe like a fifth of the total collection or something. This is practical. $24.99. It's a great price. It's a quality product. Really, the biggest thing for people, number one, it's going to be sturdy. It's hard plastic. It's not going to collapse. It's not the soft-sided case, which a lot of people do prefer soft-sided. The biggest attraction for people is that it has the clasping lids. It's adjustable, and more importantly, it's stackable. Clearly you could attempt to stack some of these soft-sided deals. It would work as long as you didn't overload them. This thing you could cram with as many Skylanders as you could fit in there. Again, the 20, that's a conservative estimate, probably taking into account various sized figures. If you're going all at SSA or standard giants, and I mean by that like Flashwing, Shroom Boom, etc., you could fit a crud ton of them in here. And like I say, then all you have to do, you can come in and you stack it. That's really where the big payoff is. The way it works, there's this lip that you can actually see on this lid. It even traces around, where the clasps go. And then when you flip it to the back side here, you actually see these edges. They have kind of the raised plastic in the L, or the triangular corner piece, if you will. Not felt lined or anything, but they're actually inset from the edge. So what that means, you pick this up. If we had another one here, you can actually place it in that back corner. It's going to be sturdy. If you actually pick it up from the bottom, it's going to be a deal where the top one doesn't just slide off. It's got this lip and a raised lip. It'll breathe a little bit. It's just really a smart, practical solution for those of us with a Skylanders problem. Like I said, even if you just get into Swap Force right now, and you tell yourself you're just going to buy the swappers, or you're just going to pick up the new characters, before you know it, you will have something similar to what you see on the pool table. As you play maybe Riptide, maybe Scorp, you're going to say, hey, I really like this guy. Then your wife, she'll like a character. Your children, nieces, nephews, whoever plays the game, they're going to have a favorite. They're going to want to see the other pose, or the other upgrade path. If Bumble Blast is a big hit in your household, when his Light Core pose comes out, you're going to want to get that. If you liked the Tower of Time adventure pack and think, hey, I can't wait for Sheepwreck Islands to come out, I'm going to pick that up. If you enjoyed the Battle Pack, you're going to wind up with a lot of stuff. Even if you don't think you are, chances are against you that you will. And again, that's where this comes into play. If you start organizing early, you can avoid having a clutter, a mess, losing, misplacing, damaging characters. Again, mine, I kind of do it for the display setup. Otherwise, everything's pretty nice and tidy. But the reason I'm doing this now, $24.99, I feel like that's a pretty good price for what you're getting. It's a very high quality product. Got nice characters featured as well. It's going to be something durable, lasts as long as you're going to need it to. But the main thing right now, if you purchase it, you hit the $25 mark. Now, granted, you could go in there and buy Legendary Free Ranger and Legendary Lightcore Grim Creeper, and you're also going to hit the $25 mark. Spend $25 on Skylanders or Skylanders Accessories, and you get the Show and Go case, which again usually runs you $14.99, absolutely free. To me, that's a no-brainer. If you've been waiting to pick up some of the characters, this is a pretty good deal. You can get the case for free. Again, even if you don't use it for Skylanders, I mean, if you sending your kids to school, you can use it as a lunchbox. If they're going to a friend's house, you can load a DS, a couple of DSs, and tablet, their smartphone, whatever. I mean, there's all kinds of options you can do with it. I'll let you come up with all of them. But again, the big draw here is the Skylander Swap Force Tackle Box. I had a ton of people, like I said. Everyone was interested in the display stuff, Fling Ship, Fun Play Hideaway, with the portal storage, the shooting cannon, all your display options. But what everyone was really interested in and actually has a genuine need for is the storage solutions. Where some people will pick up the display island and Fling Ship, and have the space for it. Some people, that's the issue, they're running out of space, and that's where something like this comes in. Again, PowerA, I have not had a single issue with any of their products. The stuff they sent back from E3, my nephew and I have used the tote, the backpack, they've held up beautifully. The main thing, though, the 3DS case, I've had that since 2011, or whenever it was that I got my 3DS, basically the same day I got my 3DS. It has been with me everywhere. It goes with me every day on my way to work. Any rare event, I get a Street Pass tag. Every trip I've taken, it's been out to the coast, Santa Monica for E3, Los Angeles, all over the state of Texas, all over I-40 east and west. It's been everywhere. Suitcase, carried by hand. It's held up beautifully. I've got really nice camera cases. I think Case Logic. What is that one, right? Let me take a look at it. Low Pro. That's my other camera case. The PowerA one's actually outlasted them, and it looks brand new still. That's the same quality I've seen put into everything I saw at E3. It's not just smart. It's actually interesting, it's practical, and it's economical. So the big draw, though, right now is if you are interested in even just one of these. I think once you use one, you're probably going to like it, go back for more. But as of right now, pick this up, and $14.99 value is yours. You get the Show and Go case for free. Again, currently this is only at Toys R Us in terms of this deal. You should be able to find all the PowerA products, GameStop, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon, your typical retailers. But Toys R Us, once again, has the best deal in terms of overall value for you, because quite frankly, you're spending $25 and getting basically $40 worth of merchandise. So kind of a no-brainer there. Again, I am very impressed with this thing. I'll probably come in, like I said, and kind of put some of the older guys in here first. If my nephew and I, ever wind up traveling around the Skylanders, I'll probably get another one. Keep the swappers in there or something. Or the characters that we're using in battles and everything like that, if we have co-op story mode. This will just make transporting them much, much easier. But again, Toys R Us is where you can get that promotion. This is the PowerA Skylander Swap Force Stackable Tackle Box. Got the name right that time. $24.99. It's got 3 clasps, a slip-up one on the front, the snap into place on the sides. And the main draw right now, and through Saturday of this week, if you actually get the any $25 on Skylanders, you get the Show and Go case for free. So hopefully that helps you out. Again, I think I'm going to enjoy having this. And the cool thing, if I decide I need another one, want another one, I can actually come in and I can just stack them. And it's going to be really easy. It'll look cool on the floor. It'll look good on a shelf. Those little cubicle storage things you always see at Walmart and Target, I think this would fit just fine in those. And then you can probably stack a couple, tailor the shelves to that, and before you know it, you got kind of Skylander themed furniture. So it works out pretty well for everyone. Something I really like, and this might be my favorite part of it, is actually the lid. Just really, really cool on that end of it. But Questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube. For a quicker response, I suggest you use the blog, oneofwisdom.com. Take that link at the top of the video description box. It'll take you straight to this post specifically on this PowerA Stackable Tackle Box. I'll have some pictures up on the blog for you. We'll take it from there. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching. Again, this deal's good through Saturday. I took advantage of it. If you're in need of some smart storage solutions, I suggest you do the same. Get the most for your dollar. But again, thank you for watching, and I am going to go fill this thing up with some of the old guards so I can make room over by the TV and the Wii U for some of the new stuff. So I'll be working on that while this renders. If I get an internet signal, it will be uploaded for you. But again, thanks for watching, and until next time, we will catch you later.